The sound of paper tearing cut through the quiet bank lobby. Karen Whitmore didn't hesitate. With one sharp motion, she ripped the $10 million check straight down the middle and dropped the pieces on the counter. Gasps spread through the room. Across from her, Marcus Reed froze. His hand remained stretched toward the counter as he stared at the torn paper like his brain hadn't caught up with what just happened. "Ma'am," he said quietly. "That was the original check." Karen folded her arms. "Well, maybe next time," she replied coldly. "Don't walk into a bank with fake money." A few customers standing in line chuckled. Marcus slowly picked up one half of the check, his fingers shaking. "It's not fake," he said carefully. "If you call the issuing bank, they'll confirm it." Karen laughed loudly. "Sir, do you know how many scams we deal with every week?" Marcus swallowed. "My name is Marcus Reed," he said. "This money came from a legal settlement." Karen leaned closer across the counter. "A legal settlement worth $10 million? She asked sarcastically. "Yes. And you expect me to believe that?" Marcus kept his voice calm. "All I'm asking is that you verify it." Karen shook her head. "People like you always have a story." Marcus felt every pair of eyes in the lobby staring at him. "I'm not trying to cause trouble," he said. "My daughter is waiting at home. I just need to deposit the check." Karen smirked. "You really expect me to believe this?" Marcus exhaled slowly. "Before this gets crazier, make sure you subscribe and like the video if you enjoy stories about justice and unexpected karma. Because what happens next will shock everyone." Karen looked at him again and shook her head slowly. Karen tapped the torn pieces of the check with her pen like they were nothing but trash. "Let me get this straight," she said loudly so the entire lobby could hear. "You walked into this bank with a $10 million check and expected us to believe it's real." Marcus clenched his jaw. "It is real." A man standing in line behind him muttered, "Yeah, right?" A few quiet laughs followed. Marcus felt his face heat up but forced himself to stay calm. "My wife died 3 years ago," he said quietly. "This check came from the company that caused the accident." Karen rolled her eyes. "Convenient story." Marcus looked directly at her. "You can call the law firm, Carter and Lowell. They handled the case." Karen didn't even reach for the phone. "I'm not calling anyone." The younger teller beside her shifted nervously. "Karen, maybe we should just verify." Karen shot her a sharp look. "Emily, do you honestly think someone like him is walking around with $10 million? Emily hesitated. Marcus stared at the counter. "I didn't come here to be insulted," he said. Karen shrugged. "Then you shouldn't have brought a fake check." Marcus pointed toward the routing number. "You can scan it. It will verify the account." Karen laughed again. "You're persistent. I'll give you that." Marcus leaned closer. "My daughter asked me this morning if things were finally going to get better for us," he said softly. Karen's expression didn't change. "Well, she might want to keep waiting." Marcus felt something inside him snap. "I lost my wife," he said firmly. "I'm not lying about this." Karen picked up the torn pieces again. "You know what I think?" she said. Marcus looked up. Karen slowly ripped the already torn pieces into smaller strips. "I think this little performance ends now," she said. Marcus stared in disbelief. "You're destroying legal property," he whispered. Karen dropped the pieces into the trash. "I'm cleaning up garbage." The entire lobby went silent. Marcus felt his chest tighten. "You didn't even check," he said. Karen picked up the phone. "I don't need to." She dialed a number. "Security. Could you come to the front desk, please?" Marcus looked stunned. "You're calling security on me?" Karen shrugged. "That's what we do when someone tries to pass a fraudulent check." Marcus rubbed his forehead. "This is unbelievable." A few seconds later, 2 security guards walked toward the counter. "What's the problem?" one asked. Karen pointed directly at Marcus. "This man attempted to deposit a fake $10 million check." Marcus shook his head immediately. "That's not true." Karen crossed her arms. "He's been arguing with staff and refusing to leave." Marcus turned to the guard. "I just asked her to verify the check." The guard looked uncertain. Karen spoke again. Escort him out. Marcus' heart pounded. You can't be serious. Karen leaned forward. This is a private bank, sir. We don't tolerate scams. Marcus lowered his voice. You had no right to tear that check. Karen smiled coldly. And you had no right bringing fake money into my bank. Marcus took a slow breath. My daughter is waiting for me to come home with good news today. Karen shrugged. Then maybe don't lie to her next time. The words hit Marcus like a punch. Right then the bank's front doors opened. And everything changed. A tall man in a dark suit walked through the doors with confident steps. The security guards immediately straightened. Karen noticed him first. Good afternoon, Mr. Thompson, she said quickly. But the man wasn't looking at her. His eyes were locked on the trash can beside the counter. Then he noticed Marcus. Recognition flashed across his face. He walked forward slowly. Marcus looked confused. Karen began speaking quickly. Sir, this man tried to deposit a fraudulent $10 million check and refused to leave when asked. Mr. Thompson raised one hand. Karen. She stopped immediately. He stepped closer to Marcus. The room fell silent. Then he spoke a single word. Sir. Marcus blinked. I'm sorry. Mr. Thompson extended his hand. Marcus Reed, correct? Marcus nodded slowly. Yes, that's me. Karen's stomach dropped. Mr. Thompson shook Marcus' hand firmly. It's good to finally meet you. Karen's voice trembled. Sir, you know him? Mr. Thompson turned toward her. Of course I do. Karen's face began turning pale. Marcus spoke quietly. I came here to deposit my settlement check. Mr. Thompson glanced toward the trash. The one issued by Carter and Lowell? Marcus nodded. Yes. Mr. Thompson reached into the trash and pulled out the shredded pieces. Karen stared in horror. You tore this up? He asked. Karen's mouth opened but no words came out. Marcus rubbed the back of his neck. I tried to explain, he said quietly. Mr. Thompson looked directly at Karen. Do you realize what you've done? Karen swallowed hard. I thought it was fake. The entire lobby leaned in closer. Mr. Thompson held up the shredded pieces of the check. This, he said slowly, is one of the largest settlement checks issued in the state this year. Karen felt the color drain from her face. Marcus spoke quietly. My wife's case took 3 years. Mr. Thompson nodded. And our bank received notice this morning that Mr. Reed would be opening multiple accounts today. Karen blinked. Accounts? Mr. Thompson looked at her sharply. Yes, investment accounts. Foundation accounts. Marcus nodded. It's for a charity in my wife's name. A woman standing in line whispered, Oh my God! Karen's hands started shaking. I didn't know. Marcus looked directly at her. You didn't ask. Mr. Thompson's voice turned cold. You destroyed a verified $10 million check without running a single confirmation. Karen looked like she might faint. I was trying to protect the bank. Mr. Thompson shook his head. No. You were judging a customer. Karen turned toward Marcus desperately. Mr. Reed. I'm so sorry. Marcus sighed slowly. You didn't misunderstand me, he said. Karen's voice cracked. What do you mean? Marcus met her eyes. You judged me. The words hung heavy in the air. Customers who had laughed earlier suddenly avoided looking at him. Karen tried again. I can fix this. Marcus shook his head. You can't fix the way you treated me. Mr. Thompson turned toward the security guards. Step back. They immediately moved away. Then he faced Marcus again. Sir, I sincerely apologize for what happened here today. Marcus nodded quietly. I appreciate that. But the moment wasn't over yet. Marcus slowly bent down and picked up the remaining pieces of the shredded check. The entire lobby watched in silence. My daughter asked me something this morning, he said quietly. Mr. Thompson listened carefully. She asked if the world was kind to people who try their best. Karen lowered her head. Marcus looked around the room. I told her I hoped so. Mr. Thompson stepped closer. Mr. Reed, allow me to personally help resolve this. Marcus studied his face. You would do that? Yes, sir. Karen spoke softly. I truly am sorry. Marcus looked at her one last time. You didn't see a customer, he said gently. You saw someone you assumed didn't belong here. Karen's eyes filled with regret. Mr. Thompson gestured toward the hallway. Sir, please come with me to my office. We'll contact the law firm immediately and reissue the check. Marcus nodded. Thank you. As he began walking away, the same customers who laughed earlier now stepped aside quietly. The lobby felt completely different. Right before disappearing into the hallway, Marcus paused and turned slightly. If you believe people deserve respect no matter how they look, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below what you would have done in Marcus's situation. Because sometimes the biggest mistake someone can make is judging the wrong person. And this bank had just learned that lesson the hard way.